What is going on today, guys? Tomcat here, and welcome back to another video in Forza Motorsport 7 with the drift update, and we're going to be building a drift car BMW M2. Now, this car was actually already in my garage, and I was thinking about what cars to build, and this one jumped out at me, and I was like, you know, that looks like a really interesting car to do this on because of the fact that it's already a really well-balanced chassis. It's already, you've got the proper front-engine rear drive setup that you want for drifting. You've already got a really nicely built package that comes from the factory. These can actually slide really well even from the factory. So once we put drift suspension and the steering angle upgrades on it, I'm very curious as to what it'll be capable of doing. Now, with that being said, I'm not going to go crazy on power. I'm not going to go like crazy on engine swaps or anything like that. We're not throwing a cage in this car. This car is just getting the steering angle upgrade. It's getting full race weight reduction. It's getting a built drive line. And it comes with 365 horsepower. We're going to go for about 450 to 500. We're going to leave the stock engine. We're going to do a little bit of bolt-ons and tuning, maybe some internal engine work. We'll see. We'll see what bolt-ons and some tuning gets us. And then we might go for, we're going to go for street tires, and then we'll probably go for a, we'll probably leave the stock tire sizes. Yeah. We'll probably leave the stock tire sizes. We're going to go for a different set of wheels. Let's see. I kind of dig these FN01 R-Cs. They're kind of retro looking, kind of cool / retro looking. Picking the right wheels is always such a toss up because you're never sure. Like you're like, oh well, I found the right wheels, and then you come back and you're like, oh, these look better, or oh, those look better. Let's see. These HREs look really good. But what else looks really good? There's a lot of them in here that look really good. Let's see. Motegi Racing MR619s. Those look good, and they look good because they're basic. The color we're going to change, obviously. The color doesn't really work with this car. But I like the wheel shape, and I like the design. And we're not going to really do anything on with aero or appearance stuff. We're going to do, let's see, intake. And let's see, fuel system. Well, race fuel system. That's not really like bolt-ons, but ignition, that's 413 horsepower. Fully open exhaust, that's 434 horsepower. We might not even need to touch cams, valve train, like displacement, stuff like that. Big turbo, 540 horsepower. That's awesome. Intercooler, because that usually goes with a big turbo upgrade. And we'll do the upgraded oil and cooling, 564 horsepower. And we'll do a race flywheel. Okay, so we're working with basically a big turbo BMW M2 with the drift suspension and the steering angle upgrades. So we're going to run it in its base setup here, see how it does. But before we do that, I'm going to go to the paint shop and change that wheel color because honestly, the wheel color is kind of hideous at the moment. So let's go ahead and, no, not car select. Blech. Go back. Let's see here. Paint. And paint wheels. And let's see. We're going to go for black, or should we do like a carbon black? We can do a carbon black. And maybe actually, ooh, maybe a carbon hood. I wonder about a carbon hood on this car. It kind of breaks up the paint in a way, but in other ways it kind of accents it. It's weird. We'll go for the carbon mirrors. Yeah. Can you paint that factory wing? You can. Okay, beautiful. So that's getting done in carbon as well. I mean, it's not really even a wing. It's just a little lip on the back of the trunk. But hey, it works. Save to current car. Once we get that saved, we're going to head out on track and see what this car is actually like to drive. And as far as tracks that I think this car would be good at, I'm probably going to try to avoid super high-speed stuff. I'm going to go for something like, you know, we'll do decently high-speed, but nothing like insanely fast because it doesn't have, you know, tons and tons of power. I mean, it has good power, but not necessarily tons and tons of power. So I'm thinking, Dubai might, it might work, actually, because it's got the mountain. Actually, you know what? That actually might work really well. We'll do, let's see, specific track scenarios. Mountain circuit. 3 laps. And you know what? Let's do 4 laps. No driver tars. And let's go ahead and go. Now, the mountain circuit is going to be cool for this because the mountain circuit is mostly just back-to-back-to-back-to-back sweepers with some tighter and some more open and flowing. So with that being said, this car, honestly, it's got over 560 horsepower. We're on street tires. It should be plenty to get it sideways, but it should also be very, very easily manageable. And with all that steering angle, plus the balance that the M2 already comes with from the factory, I think we'll be dealing with a really nice package here. Now, I didn't mess with the gear ratios. I didn't mess with the ride height. I didn't mess with the tune at all. I just threw the steering angle upgrade on this car to see what it would do. So we are going to have a little bit more travel in it than we normally do, which could end up being a good thing in transitions with throwing the weight around. And go. So it spins up to third. Oh, I can already tell this is going to be awesome because it's very predictable. This car is super predictable. It's really smooth too because like you don't necessarily feel like the car's got too much power, but because of the turbo setup, it's got good torque. So as you come around these uphill sweepers, you're really able to rock it out of the corner with some nice torque. Come on, stay on that line better. Stay on that line better. Wow, our speed, apparently the game does not like our speed, or at least how low our speed is. This is the first track that I've done where the game is like, no, you gotta speed up. Your speed is terrible. It's got the torque to maintain a slide in fourth, which is really nice because honestly, I was kind of debating upon like, because when I saw it hooked up in third, I was debating kind of internally on whether or not it was going to be okay with, you know, maintaining a slide in fourth. But if you stay in it and really maintain it, it'll do it. Whoop. Oh, are you kidding me? There's no way that was too hard of a hit of the wall. There's no way. I barely even scratched the paint. Pinning it in fourth, though. That went well. It was a good recovery. Again, that was where the steering angle upgrade really came in handy. There, right there. Way more angle than the game would have let you get originally. Or at least not necessarily would let you get, but would have let you recover from. That was kind of badly set up for. Easy, easy, easy. Transition and hit fourth. Got to keep this momentum going. Kind of away from the line. Got to get back to the line. There we go. Now follow that line and stay on it. Stay on it. Gonna have to deviate from it a little bit here so we can swing back this way and then swing back the other way. Again, because we're not working with massive horsepower. We're working with a good bit, but nothing super crazy. Third through here should be okay. The game's telling us our speed is, like, not up to snuff, though. Hit fourth. Oh, that's too much. Yep. Too much straightening out. Was really wanting to get a full lap. Follow it up the hill. Follow it up the hill. Really pushing the limits of the steering angle, or trying to. Give me a 3.2 on speed. That's terrible. That's really bad. Although I don't know how I would be able to prevent the car from sliding way too far out if I was coming through here with a lot more speed. Full recovery on that one. Back to the other side and transition under power. That went really well. I barely even touched the e-brake until we got close. That's super close to the wall. It's actually a little bit too close to the wall because we were off the line. There we go. That time we had enough room to keep it. Oh, not bad. Not bad. Kind of sacrificed line a little bit there, but I think we can manage to make that okay as long as we stick with our actual, like, focus here, which is maintaining an overall clean line, not necessarily being on the line everywhere, but being on it in as many places as we can be. There we go. There we go. Kind of went for a little shallower angle, but that shallower angle allowed me to maintain my combo. So there are some times when you will have to sacrifice angle, and that's okay, because the little bit of time that you'll have to sacrifice angle for, you'll be able to make up for that later on. Oh, keep that line going. Not bad. We only broke combo one time. Yeah, well, okay. Let's try for that full lap. Not bad so far. Woo, God. That was really bad, but I'll tell you something. We were still able to maintain our line. Not necessarily maintain it. No, we got way off of our line, but we were still able to maintain our combo is what I meant. Stay close to the inside, stay on the line, so once you actually do transition, you can keep it moving. There we go. Can wind it out a little bit more. Lean on the steering angle, up to fourth. Yeah, lean on the steering angle there, too, on that exit. Transition under power. Well, a little bit of a hold of the e-brake on that one. A little bit more than I did last time. Wow, that was close. Wow, that was close. Staying on the line decently well, though. Gonna deviate from it here so I can transition back and forth. That's a sketchy line. That was a really sketchy line and a bad setup. Had to sacrifice my line in terms of, like, well, sacrifice my line in the pursuit of angle and speed on that one, and saving my combo. All right, follow it. Follow it. Ooh! Still in the 8s in terms of line. Oh! Oh, that's exactly where I wanted it to be. Wow! Oh my God! That is literally exactly where I wanted to be, where I wanted it to be. That was perfect. All right, stay on that line. Whoa. Using a little bit of a balance of throttle and braking just to stay on that line. Did sacrifice a little bit of angle there, but... What? How? How? How did I lose that? I was following the line. There's no way. I was following the line. Okay. All right, then. This final lap, we're really going to go for it then. And I just need to remember to not go wide. That's where the line went. I have no idea why they took my points there. I have absolutely no idea. And that kind of annoys me a little bit because I don't know. Ah, see. I went way too shallow and that broke my combo. That might as well have been a full clean lap. I don't understand why it was bad. Like, at least, I mean, maybe I'll go back and look at the replay later, but like, dude, right now, I don't see or understand why that line wasn't okay. Like, that just doesn't make any sense to me right now. And I'm sure that people are going to tell me in the comments exactly why that line was wrong, but it doesn't feel like it should have been. It doesn't feel like it should have been at all. Woo, okay. Ah, that was so bad. All right, yep. Man, I was really hoping the final lap was not going to be the sloppy lap, but it's looking like that's what it's going to be. Which kind of sucks, but... See if we can make it clean through here. Oh, God, that's a lot of angle. Okay. Wow, saved that miraculously. Like, oh, so shallow. There we go. Not terrible. Stay on that line. Stay on that line. Didn't do it as well as we could have last time, but, or well, as well as we did last time, but followed that one pretty well, though. Balance the front end. I'm really getting that section down. That section's fun. Uh-oh, falling off that line a little bit. I was kind of sketched out on where to go right then because I didn't want to lose my score. So we had so many points. Like a ridiculous amount of points to just lose them. But regardless, this car's amazing. With the steering angle upgrade, it's super planted, super balanced. I just threw the drift suspension on it. I didn't even tune it. I didn't even tune this car. And I want to stress that like over and over and over. I did not even tune this car. And even if you're in the wrong gear, you just ease into it and you've got plenty of torque to carry you through literally anything. So if you want a car that is on the lighter-ish side and it's got a ton of power, like with basic upgrades, you can just throw the drift suspension on it. You don't even have to tune it, and it's totally predictable and totally easy to drive. Boom, BMW M2. But if you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to click that like button. Tell me in the comments below what you guys thought of it. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe for more. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Talk to y'all later.